NMF TV. Silence your radio, kill your television. NMFTV.com.
Pass it to my boys Chuck Hollow and Polo. Real heads listening, not just to the intros. Knowledge of the realness, y'all should really feel this. Always down the ball, hard and y'all's witness. This here's really for the real thing. For those who've never really been bandwagon fans, listen to the real talk straight up from the stands.
Four. Sigurado, I'm about to say it right now.
4.
Sigurado ka?
4.
What's up, guys? This is episode 4 from the stands. You guys are here. We are here, and we are going to be talking about the semifinals, which is literally ongoing right now as we speak. Dahil mahal namin kayo, dahil mahal namin yung, dahil alam namin yung needs ninyo.
And dahil hindi lahat ng nanonood.
And kahit na alam namin walang nanonood nitong live stream right now, and you guys are all gonna watch after, we are still delivering it to you all hot and tasty. Alright? Welcome to another show. To my left is Paulo Bustamante. To my right is point to myself. To my right is obviously wala si Carlo Paminton dito. He's actually our remote correspondent.
Guys, aminin namin sa
Meron tayong remote correspondent.
Aminin
guys.
namin sa inyo totoo. Actually, sobrang big time na ni Carlo.
Sobrang big time.
Hindi na namin siya ma-afford. Totoo lang. Sa totoo.
Hindi, ano na lang siya, kumbaga siya yung mga recurring guest characters
Oo.
sa mga TV show. Parang si Gunther sa Friends.
Tama.
Parang every...
Sobrang big time na si Gunther na siya sa Friends. Galing. That's the right analogy. Tama. Sobrang big time niya.
Hindi mo ba alam si Gunther yung bida ng Friends?
Siya talaga.
think
Gunther Central Perk.
Gunther Central Perk. No, but Carla's gonna be talking to us right after the Purefoods versus Alaska game. Just to give you a brief update, we're watching it right now. It's the third quarter, and I think Alaska just tied the game. So this should put me in a relatively... Yeah, they're down by 2. So I'm relatively in a good mood. Let's see what happens as this podcast goes along. But it's not about us, it's about you guys. And we are here to talk about the first matchup, the other bracket wherein we can be completely impartial. This is San Miguel Beermen versus Rain or Shine Elasto Painters. We need to talk about first how horrible we did with our predictions last week.
Okay.
We need to start off with that before we even get to this matchup. It was really bad.
No, yeah.
You got more right than I did, though.
Yeah. I except for...
No, you got everything.
I got everything wrong.
You know, you got everything right except the one that you wanted to be.
Yeah.
Alam mo yun?
Basta
to fall your
ganito
way.
lang guys. If for any reason you're still watching this and you question you question why you're still watching us, go back to the last episode and then go skip to the part where we predict Global Port beating Purefoods. Yep, that's the time when you should just fall off the wagon.
And you should just move on.
Yeah.
Okay, Rain or Shine versus San Miguel. These are two teams that are very, very familiar with each other. They've matched up countless times. The narrative, we're looking at it right now, Battle of the Titans. I asked our graphics artist, si Hael, sabi ko, bro, kulang eh. Not of course the artwork is fantastic, no? But you should have like a Kenyahan there, you should have an Almazan, you should have a Maquines, you should have basically every single person who has 6 fouls to match up against Junmar Fajardo, because that's literally what's going to happen.
If needed be, Uyloan,
you will sacrifice a foul.
You'll have to defend Junmar Fajardo.
Let's talk about Rain or Shine first. Rain or Shine, they started really slow, but I would have to say that they've had the most impressive conference. If you look at what happened to Talk 'N Text, like Talk 'N Text, they won a championship and then they died. They basically died. San Miguel and Alaska, when they won the All-Filipino, nung nag-Commissioner's Cup, Alaska barely survived to make it to the quarterfinals. But Rain or Shine, as always, they bucked the trend. They are just swimming into the semifinals. They beat Barako Bull in 1 game despite going to double overtime. And I have to say, these guys they've really been impressive in how they've just been able to stick together. And alam mo naman pag Rain or Shine, no excuses talaga, whatever happens. You know what I mean?
With Rain or Shine and San Miguel, the reality is this is gonna be a battle of physicality. San Miguel isn't hindi na sila pretty boy team, kumbaga. They're not gonna...
Marami silang pretty boy.
Yeah, marami silang pretty boy. Pero, sino?
Chris Ross.
Chris Ross?
Chris Ross,
Chris
bro.
Ross, the first person in your mind sa pretty
Beautiful looking man.
He's a beautiful chocolate man. No? Okay, fine. Chris Ross, beautiful man. Sige.
Continue.
Continue.
Continue, go ahead.
Okay, this is a battle of physicality. That's why our graphic was like that. Because it's gonna be Junmar Fajardo, who's been playing well in the quarterfinals.
Sure.
He basically single-handedly carried San Miguel into the semis. He had a 30-point outing in the first game, and in the second game he had a 22-point, 16-rebound outing. So that's Junmar. That's Junmar right now. In the early parts of the conference, he was kumbaga siya yung second string kay AZ Reed. AZ Reed was really their main option, but now they're going heavily into Junmar Fajardo in the post, and he's delivering big numbers. I mean, MVP caliber numbers. So in the rain or shine side, we know that defensively, whatever they have to give, ibibigay talaga nila. I mean, if they have to defensively sacrifice Raymond Almazan's offensive numbers so that he can defensively focus on defending Junmar Fajardo, then that's what
defensively focus on defending him. Sobrang defensive.
Sobrang defensive.
Like, if you're Raymond Almazan, you're not even thinking about scoring at this point.
Kung yun yung sinabi ni Coach YG sa'yo.
Parang, basta Brad.
Focus kasi!
Then I gonna go. Basta score. No, I'm saying, like, if you're Raymond Almazan, you know that it's gonna be a long night. You know that your matchup is going to be freaking Junmar Fajardo the entire game. But the thing about Raymond Almazan is that is it too a stretch to say he's had some success versus Fajardo? I feel like he has the physical tools to, obviously he's going to be overpowered by Fajardo, but he has the height and the length and the agility to sort of at least counter and try to limit Fajardo to 20 points and 10 rebounds.
Definitely. That used to be the case. Pero Junmar kasi ngayon, they're not forcing him into pick and roll situations anymore. They're literally straight up just posting Junmar Fajardo. And in game 2 of the Meralco matchup, Junmar Fajardo in the third quarter was just straight up unstoppable. He was going up against Reynel Hugnatan, and pag-seal ni Junmar, as in pag-seal niya deep in the paint, wala na eh. He has all of the moves to be able to get the ball into the hoop. He can go for the hook shot, he can go for the reverse layup. He's got the footwork and he's got the finishing ability to finish over guys that he can overpower in the paint. And that's why I don't think Raymond Almazan is the main weapon here. It's really going to be extra rice, and to an extent, Wendell McInnes, who will be defending Junmar Fajardo.
So the question is, guys, if you can flash our rain or shine question, I believe we have there. The question that we came up with, and I wanted to ask you also. Actually, these are my questions.
I'll just answer them.
You answer them. So, actually, Carlo came up with this. What makes Rain or Shine a better challenger for the crown now? What do you think is different with this team versus what they were last conference versus Talk and Text? What can actually propel them to making to the finals again this conference?
I'll be honest. Carlo asked this, and my answer for this is I don't see a difference in this team. Sorry, Rain or Shine fans. I'll be blunt here, but I don't think Rain or Shine is ready to win the championship this conference. If you're looking for positivity, the last time Rain or Shine won a championship, they had Jamel Cornby.
That was 13 years ago.
Not 13 years.
Sorry, 3 years ago. I'm completely distracted. 3 years ago.
They had Jamel Cornby. Post-up import that they center their game around. And siguro that's what Rain or Shine is always missing. A post-up presence. They have everything around them. They have defensive bigs, they have rebounders, they have defensive wingmen, they have shooters, they have a playmaker in Paulie. So, kompleto na sila except for that post player. And feeling ko, that's the main difference between Wendell McInnes and Wayne Chisholm. Parang Wayne Chisholm for me was more of a face-up guy. Wendell McInnes is comfortable starting, initiating the offense in the post. He's a bully inside, and that's where he gets most of his points. That's the main difference. But if you're asking me if Rain or Shine is ready to win the crown this conference, I think a lot San Miguel has a bigger claim on the crown than Rain or Shine.
How huge will players? I don't even want to talk about Paulie because that's a question I have prepared for San Miguel. No? But if you're Rain or Shine, who's the one local who you think has to step up? Is it Gabe Norwood? Is it Jeff Chan? sino ba sa kanila? I mean, a lot of them are flying under the radar, but I feel like we know that the given there is Paulie. We know Paulie's gonna do Paulie stuff. We know McInnes is gonna score a lot inside and grab a lot of rebounds. But then that's where that's the strength of Rain or Shine. And yung day-to-day, hindi mo alam kung sino yung puputok.
Yeah.
Minsan it's Uyloan, minsan it's Lee, minsan it's Gabe Norwood. So who do you think is that guy who has to have a consistent series here? Hindi pwede yung in and out lang siya.
I'll give two names. Number one's Jeff Chan. Jeff Chan slowly heating up. He's playing better.
Average 12 points.
Yeah,
pass.
he's playing better throughout the conference. And given nga that they initiate their offense through Wendell McInnes, I feel that they'll need Jeff Chan's shooting to space the floor.
Okay.
And he's gotta be able to shoot and stick with his counterpart,
Who
whether
is
it's
Marshall Lassiter.
Marshall
naman.
Lassiter.
Good luck.
Yeah, diba? Defensively. So that's one. The other one, Bo Belga.
Oh.
Bo Belga has to keep his head straight. He has to, kailangan, yung kay Bo kasi minsan, pag alam niyang natatalo siya, or pag alam niyang nahihirapan siya, napipikon na siya. And he kind of resorts to all of these useless nudges and elbows,
Love taps.
and knee drops, and
And people's
wrestling,
elbows, and Samoan
power
drops.
bombs, mga ganun. So, that's Bo Belga eh. And
Hurricane Run. Joke.
Hurricane Run. Wow.
Joke.
Bo Belga has to be able to contribute both defensively and offensively, just like Jeff Chan. Defensively, kakailanganin siya for June Marcos. I believe na he has the heft to push Junmar out of his comfort zone. Kaya niyang pigilan yung seal ni Junmar. That's gonna be his main role. But you can't put Bo Belga on the floor and then expect Rainer Shine to play 4-on-5 on offense. He has to be able to contribute offensively as well.
Which he's been struggling to do the past few games.
Yes.
All right, let's talk about San Miguel. San Miguel is SMB's SMB. I would think that even though they ended the conference with a number 2 seed, I think there's still a
But
more...
yung swag mo on high.
No. It's humble swag. Alam mo yung humble brag, humble swag.
Humble swag.
No, I think na if you're an SMB fan, you've got to be feeling confident because for the first time in a while, SMB looks healthy. They look hungry. I think they really took to heart na they got eliminated so early in the Commissioner's Cup, and parang they have a chip on their shoulders right now. And you've got Apollo Bustamante top 10 player in Marshall Lassiter, just basically killing it right now.
See? Worthy
Congrats.
of a top 10. Worthy
Good
of
for
a
you.
top 10.
Sige, let's post a question we have for SMB because I think this is huge. How do you contain the lethal weapon? Is it going to be Junmar Fajardo? If you're San Miguel, because this is the biggest question, you have enough defenders. You can put AZ Reed on McInnes. Arvin Santos can cover whoever's there. He can cover Norwood, Jeff.
Almazan.
Yeah, Lassiter, he can cover Jeff Chan. I think that the big there is going to be the Chris Ross versus Paulie matchup. That's going to be I think for me personally, that's going to be the most fun matchup of this series. Paulie versus Chris Ross doing everything he can to stop this guy.
I think that's the main weapon that San Miguel has to defend Paulie. It's gonna be Chris Ross, and we know what Chris Ross brings to the table. He's gonna bring a defensive mentality, a defensive energy, a defensive effort that never stops. That's Chris Ross's role in San Miguel now. He's gonna set the table up for Junmar Fajardo, but on defense, he's gonna harass and piss off Paul. I would not be surprised if these two end up like in an altercation anytime in this series. It's really gonna be a battle for Paulie to get past Chris Ross's defense. And then, kung hindi si Ross yung ilalagay nila, baka si Tubid pa yung ilagay nila, mas nakaka-irita yun. Mas makulit yun.
True.
Diba? So parang...
Tsaka they know each other intimately. Parang mga UE boys pa yan.
So, that's the thing eh. San Miguel has those two defensive weapons that they can throw at Paulie, and then they can give Paulie different looks. If they feel that Paulie is using his strength, they can put someone like Marshall Lassiter on him. If they feel that he's using his speed, then they'll put Chris Ross. So, it's gonna be a lot
by committee, you think?
I don't think it's gonna be by committee. I think it's gonna be Chris Ross and Paulie one-on-one. But with in terms of strategy, pwede paglaruan ni Coach Leo. Yun yung sinasabi ko. I mean, Coach Leo has the pieces to be able to switch it up and figure out how to stop or how to slow down Paulie.
Okay. How good has AZ Reed been?
Wait, teka lang, lamang na kayo?
Lamang kami ng 6, bro.
Wow.
Pero chamba lang.
Swag level online.
Chamba lang.
NSD kasi kayo.
Never say ano lang kami. Never say donuts.
Never say never.
Never say never, Justin Bieber. How good, how freaking good is AZ Reed your pure best import of the conference?
He's a dark horse best import for me. Ang best, well, he made the semis between all of them, but I can't take away the production kasi of Marcus Blakely. Marcus Blakely across the board, his numbers beat AZ Reed. So parang for me, Marcus Blakely is the number one candidate.
None points.
I think it points. AZ Reed is 22 points a game lang ata. So that's where Marquis.
But the thing about Reed is he is the perfect teammate for Junmar Fajardo.
As was proven wrong again.
Yes. He is who Arwin Santos aspires to be every day.
Yeah.
Like in terms of basketball lang. Because Arwin Santos has done good things off the court, like record an album.
Yeah, I'm sure AZ wants to sing as well as Arvin. That one for sure.
He wants to sing Thunderstorms. But AZ Reed, I think the AZ Reed the AZ Reed, the Fajardo kickouts to AZ Reed are going to be the one unguardable play in this game.
Yeah. Assuming AZ hits his threes.
Lista mo na yan. AZ Reed yan eh.
In the quarters?
Meralco yan eh. No, Meralco likes to make things very slow and ugly.
Exactly.
Rainer Shine loves to run. They are gonna try to push the tempo, and I think that's gonna play into what San Miguel wants.
That's a question that I had for you. Since you threw some questions. Between the two, yung tempo ng Rainer Shine and the way San Miguel likes to slow things down and dump the ball into Junmar, whose pace do you think wins out between the two?
It's I really think it's too early to tell, but based on the past few matchups nitong two teams, it's been SMB space. It's been SMB space, and they've really tried to lalo na when they went when they beat Rainer Shine in the Phil Cup. They really tried to slow the game, and for the most part they've been able to do that. The thing about Rainer Shine is they need to be aware of that, and they have an import in Wendell McInnes who loves to run, who really loves to get out there in the fast break. No? So, tingin ko talaga, it's like what you said, pace is really gonna define this matchup. If the game slows down, you're really looking at San Miguel because there's just no one who can stop Junmar Fajardo one-on-one. Diba? But if it's running talaga, I mean, Rainer Shine. Okay, it's our favorite part. You know what? We should just stop doing predictions because
we suck at it.
We're horrible at it.
Wait, I think we got Carlo already.
You got him? You sure?
Yeah.
Isa the Carlo Pamintuan?
Yeah, the Carlo Pamintuan.
In the middle of the game, huh?
In the middle of the game. Yeah.
Hello? Sige, let's Carlo, are you there, my brother?
Yes, I'm here. Hi.
Bro!
Guys, by the way, it's
Pito, pero wala ka pa rin. Talo pa rin kayo.
Ano?
Lamang kayo ng pito, pero wala akong pakialam. Talo pa rin kayo.
Good to hear from you too, bro. So Alaska is up by 5 points right now. 5 minutes and 45 left. Mahaba pa yung game, ha? I'm just telling you the score, bro. Alam mo yun. Alam mo na yan. No, we were talking about San Miguel versus Rainer Shine. Very quickly, before you talk about Alaska and Purefoods, who do you have winning in San Miguel versus Rainer Shine? Carlo?
Napikon pare. Binaban ka.
Binokoto ko ni Carlo.
Napikon, binaban.
San Miguel Ross?
Pag-usapan muna natin yan.
I think San Miguel is too big for Rainer Shine, and I really don't want to bet against Arizona Reed in this conference.
Si Polo, who is the biggest AZ Reed hater,
Wow!
just said that AZ Reed is just a dark horse candidate for best import of the conference. And he basically said that Marcus Blakely is gone. I guess the question, I'll throw it at you na rin, Carlo. The question we had for SMB is, Who/how do they contain Polly? Do they have enough tools to be able to do that? Or is Polly gonna be a problem no matter kung sino yung babantay sa kanya?
Well, yes. Polly is one of the best top 3 point guards in the league right now. But I think Chris Ross and Ronald Tubid have enough defensive skills to try and at least control Polly. The problem with Rainer Shine is they really cannot. I don't see them even containing Junmar Fajardo. I think more than anything, Junmar Fajardo is the key to this matchup, along with AZ Reed.
Actually, we talked about stopping Junmar Fajardo, but then again, there's still an AZ Reed.
I think we agreed nga that there's just no way you're gonna stop Junmar anyway. Okay, and then for Rainer Shine naman, the question that we posed is...
that he posted.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I think it's pretty obvious to say na parang we're leaning towards SMB. But what if you're a fan of Rainer Shine? What do you think is the one ingredient na kulang pa sa Ross that makes us believe that they can beat San Miguel? I mean, they have size, they have speed, they have shooters, they basically have everything, and they have a great import. Is it really just that Junmar is just that damn good na he just basically changes the equation for Rainer Shine?
I think if Gabe Norwood turns out to be the player we all want him and we all think he could be, that would be the difference between a challenger Rainer Shine from a champion Rainer Shine. I mean, if you look at it now, he's not even playing that much. I don't know if he's still injured or anything like that. But I think Gabe Norwood should, try to be a bigger factor for Rainer Shine. I know he wants to play within the system, but at times they just need him to just dominate the game with his athletic ability.
Yeah, I mean that's always been the question about Gabe Norwood since time immemorial. So, ikaw Paulo, any SMB questions? Let's get Carlo again after. Carlo, pwede ka ba after for Purefoods Alaska?
Of course.
When we recap the
I'll be there to gloat.
Game 1 win of Alaska.
Yes, of course.
Nice. Okay, Paulo, ikaw, pahabol questions. SMB versus Ross.
I think Carlo captured it all. Captured it all perfectly. Gabe Norwood really has to step up for Rainer Shine, and siguro that's something we keep on asking of Gabe. I don't know, and this is something that's why that I'm holding back from a Rainer Shine pick as a champion. I don't know if Gabe will ever choose. We know physically he can, pero if he'll ever choose to just take over and be the superstar that we expect him to be.
Tell him, bro. MGR, Matt Ganuelas roster. Carlo, are you still there?
Nope, he's gone.
He's gone, okay. I wanted to ask him about I'll save it for later. Okay, let's do it. Let's go to our predictions. Paulo, 5-game series. You have Rainer Shine versus San Miguel. I think this is gonna be a very long series.
SMB in 7.
Beat 7. We're gonna need 7 games to
It's gonna go to distance.
So SMB in 5.
Yeah, Rainer Shine is still too good to just be dismissed like that. So I think it's gonna be San Miguel in 5, but they're really gonna beat up Junmar Fajardo.
Oh yeah. Hopefully for Alaska when they make it to the finals. Hopefully. Okay, I agree with you. I think same then for Carl. If you ask me, I think Carl even has it in a shorter amount of time. But yeah, I think it's safe to say SMB in 5 would be the safe pick. And I've been wrong so much in the past few quarterfinals predictions.
Wait.
Doon na ako sa sure.
I-recap ko lang yung predict ko So yung San Miguel, tama naman ako doon.
Tama.
Kaya lang sabi natin 1 game.
No, you had Ginebra win.
Ha?
You had Ginebra winning. You changed it.
San Miguel Meralco.
San Miguel Meralco.
San Miguel Meralco, okay. Yung Alaska, I picked Ginebra. Yung Purefoods, I picked Global Port. And then yung Rainer Shine. Tama naman tayo doon.
No, Barako and Rainer Shine. Yeah.
Di lang natin in-expect na double OT.
I just had everything completely wrong. And it's the worst. Like, not my best time. So yeah, I'm gonna go completely safe and just pick SMB in 5. Hey, we need to take a quick break. We need to finish this Purefoods versus Alaska game because I cannot focus. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, let's talk Alaska versus Purefoods. The semifinals. Chill with us, guys. You're still watching from the stands.
What do you think is ailing local football?
Well, politics.
Should athletes be endorsers?
Yes, why not? Why did you refuse to be the Haskell's head coach countless times?
I've been there, done that. Too much politics, like I said. Like I posted one time a few days ago, coaching is a thankless job. With what's happening with Michael Weiss, we talked about it already before, personally, one-on-one, and I said, it happens. And I said, you should know that because you worked also somewhere in other countries as well. There's no such thing as a permanent job in coaching, in any sport.
Why do you say thankless?
Well, you're only as good as the wins.
And then that's it.
Plus, of course, there are other factors like disrespect, honor, honesty, and all of this. Because you're just a coach, you're not the manager. You're not the association, you're not the institution. So you, as a coach, you're just an employee. So you're as good only as the wins that you have.
Alaska by 8.
Ay, sorry.
Hey Paulo, what is that wonderful magazine that you are reading and not that's distracting you from our episode?
Wala akong pakialam. Kobe to, pare.
Kobe-
Wala akong pakialam.
Kobe to,
Wala akong
Kobe
pakialam.
to.
Kobe. Sorry, this is the latest issue of Slam. It's gonna
Yeah.
release tomorrow, and guys, check it out. It's got all of Kobe's covers.
Is that all of Kobe's covers on
Yep.
Slam?
Yep.
Wild. Ilan yan? Show everyone again that beautiful ano.
Yung beautiful
Pare
spread.
nung bata pa ako, binabasa ko na yung Slam.
Okay, there.
Look at
You
that.
go.
That's
Check
what.
it out.
That you guys need to read that. Lalo na ngayon, nag-start na yung off-season ng
Yep.
NBA. And how excited are you to get ano?
LA to LA.
Yun na ba yung ano?
LA.
LA to LA? LaMarcus Aldridge, Kobe Bryant,
Ha?
D'Angelo
LaMarcus?
Russell.
Tenorio.
LA Tenorio.
Tenorio.
D'Angelo Russell, Kobe, Jordan Clarkson hopefully stays in LA.
Yan.
Fun. And Rondo. Don't forget about Rondo.
Lahat na.
Sa inyo
Lahat
si Rondo.
na.
Hashtag Future Lakers. Sa inyo na lahat.
Yan naniniwala sa lahat ng report. Si Kawhi magle-Lakers pa rin yan.
Gagawan pa rin niya ng
Oo,
parang
gagawan
sign and
niya
trade.
naman.
Yung mga 5-year contract niya to the Lakers. Hey, the magazine was courtesy of our friends from Slam.
Yep.
Hooking us up. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing the wealth. This should be out
Tomorrow.
by the time you're listening to or watching this podcast. Okay. 2 minutes left. Alaska is up 92-84. It's doing pretty good.
Right. They're right.
It's alright. So I think we need to frame our preview on what we've seen here in Game 1. I
Okay.
mean, it's literally happening in real time, no? So it's gonna be hard to do that. But I think we can gather some points already from the two games. And you talked about pace being a factor for SMB Alaska. I think
For
so
SMB
SMB
Ross.
versus Ross. I think pace is gonna be a huge point of emphasis for both of these teams because if you look at my question for Purefoods for Star Hotshots, if you can flash it right now, it should.
Sobra.
Hayal pala pare.
I really like
I
it.
mean, man,
This is awesome.
I have no idea what this is because I don't watch Game of Thrones.
You suck.
I just know that that's a
Leave the room.
bronze throne or pa yan? Silver
Iron
throne.
Throne. Leave the room. Get out. It's not
Iron Throne?
Iron Throne.
Iron Throne. And that the guy there died, diba? The one who's sitting on Mark. That Ping is sitting on.
Yeah.
Did I just spoil it?
Everyone who sits there dies, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Abueva's gonna die also eventually.
No, or, Ping, who's currently the
Okay.
champion, that might be a foreshadowing of Alaska overthrowing Ping.
Hopefully. So no one's happy in Game of Thrones.
No one's happy.
Okay, cool. Can't wait to watch.
Not a happy place.
I don't know. Breaking Bad, kahit paano, saya naman yung ending eh. Okay, here's the question we posed for Purefoods, for the Star Hotshots. Do they have enough offense to stick with Alaska?
Well, okay, this was your question. Why did you ask this? I mean, what did you see in Purefoods that got you to ask this?
Well, it's really simple. I just looked at a bit of the stats, and Purefoods is in the bottom in terms of points per game. They also play at the slowest pace. Eh.
Wait. The team with Marquis Blakely, James Yap, PJ Simon, Malyari, Maliksi, Joe Devance, Pingris are at the bottom of the league
Yeah.
in terms of offense.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Maybe it also has to do with their slow start.
Okay.
Baka
Sabagay, yeah.
I mean, they've sort of had a rough past few. To start the conference, they went, I think, 1-2-4, something like that.
Yeah.
5-1-4. But they've obviously picked it up. But yeah, I just think that, I mean, historically naman, Purefoods, they've won their championships by being the best defensive team in the league and, you know, having then droughts wherein they struggle for points. And we looked at it, this is literally what's happening in game 1. Nung third quarter, Purefoods was unable to score in the third when Alaska was making the run. And that's why I feel like Alaska naman, they've retooled, they've revamped, they're changing their offense, and they have a lot of weapons. They're not as sexy as players and names on Purefoods, but you know, guys like Banchero, Rome De La Rosa,
they pitch in it.
Dude, they get
pitch
things done.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you. I mean, obviously, it's maybe weird to think of Purefoods as not a really good offensive team, but you know the stats.
The stats are there. Okay, in terms of offense, kasi, I feel that it's a tough. Parang there's a disconnect. I'll be honest here. When I think of Purefoods, kasi all of these names, all of these great players come up. Like guys like Mark Barroca's names, guys like.
Hindi ka ba nasilo lang dahil sa 50-point win nila versus Global Port?
Nakasilo naman talaga yun.
Yeah, but it's one game.
Hindi. Take it away. Take away from that. They have this effective offense that works. For me, that's how I think of Purefoods. They're not gonna be a talk and text, a blow you out of the water type of team. But in terms of offense, functional siya. It works. So that's why
it's Team Cone. It's more than functional. Their offense won them a grand slam.
Exactly. So parang that's why I feel that there's a disconnect when you say na yung offense nila is at the bottom of the league, and then you have all of these names there.
Okay, let me clarify. I didn't say bottom of the league, but if you're looking at the 4 teams left in the semis,
Sila yung pinakamaano.
by far they have. If you just look at it, if you frame it around that,
Okay.
like of the 4 teams, they have the poorest offensive numbers, and that, I guess that's where I'm coming from. Contrasting to Alaska, a team that loves to go up and down the floor and loves to score points in a hurry. So
Yun rin
So
eh.
there.
I think we both have a different understanding of these two teams because I've watched a couple of Alaska games very closely this season, and they tend to turn games into a rock fight. As in, they will literally just, set Romeo Travis up in the post repeatedly and start the offense from there. And that's why feeling ko Purefoods has to speed things up in order to get their offense going versus Alaska slow it down pace. I bet we have a disconnect there somehow.
No, you're perfectly right. I guess the thing about, let me put it this way. Alaska can play whatever style they want. Like they can go slow. They can pound it to Sonny Toss and then do like 5 post-ups. They can do the same thing for Romeo Travis, no. But they also have players like Chris Banchero. They have players like
Calvin Abueva,
JV Cashon. If you want to run, even Vic Manuel, if you want to run, they can do that as well. I mean, to a certain extent, and this is obviously a bad analogy, but it's kind of like Golden State. Now they can play whatever system you want. I'm not saying it's Golden State. I'm saying that kahit anong gusto nyong gawin, kaya nilang gawin, pare.
Chong, ibang level ka.
Hindi, pare. Hindi ako nagsaswag. I'm saying lang na, and they're number 1 in the PBA. They've shown that if you want to run with them, they will be able to stick with you. If they want to slow down the game, okay, they have toss, they have...
Okay, sige,
I'm not saying they're Golden State, clearly.
Sige, let's go back to Purefoods.
Sure.
Their offense. I just want to touch on this. For a lot of this conference, they played inconsistently. And we know that. This is something na... I got some hate from Purefoods fans when I predicted... Some. When I predicted
A lot,
Global
maybe.
Port, sa'yo a lot. Ako, okay pa.
Grabe.
Okay pa kami. Working relationship pa kami ng Purefoods fan. I got some hate when I predicted Global Port over Purefoods. We predicted Global Port over Purefoods. And that was a bad prediction.
Yeah.
But yun for me pa rin, I still feel that they're playing inconsistently. And even now, I mean, let's put it in this game. In this game 1 lang. They started off great in the first quarter, and then in the second half, they tailed off. Whether it's Alaska clamping them down or them not being able to execute their offense, Purefoods is still inconsistent from game to game, and even minsan from half to half or quarter to quarter. So that's where the problem comes in. It's not whether they have enough offense. They have enough offense. They have so many weapons that they can deploy in so many different situations. It's a matter of playing those weapons consistently.
Purefoods is, I think, 9th or 10th in the league in 3-point makes.
Yeah. No, that doesn't.
Diba?
Yeah, that
so,
doesn't.
Eventually, good teams will, like Alaska, will realize that
Lockdown.
you just lock down the paint and you just try to keep Marcus Blakely from doing his thing inside. I mean, you're not going to be able to stop Blakely because if he decides to go into the lane, he's going to either get fouled or dunk on your face. But, I don't know, this might be a scary proposition, but Purefoods is going to live and die with James Yap shooting threes, PJ Simon shooting threes, Justin Melton, Alex Mariano.
Kaya nila yan because they've
for sure.
proven,
I mean, it's James Yap and PJ
they've
Simon.
proven it. Against Barako, in one of the last few games of the eliminations, Barako tried to lock down the paint on Purefoods, and what happened was Purefoods got hot from the outside. They shot 47%, I think, on 3-point shots, hitting 16 3-pointers. Everyone was able to hit a three. From Penisi to Melton to Maliksi, everyone in that team can conceivably hit a three. So, if you're telling me that Alaska will just focus on locking the paint down and living and dying with Purefoods trying to hit threes, then definitely Purefoods can take advantage of that.
Okay.
So, nandiyan the Purefoods has enough offense. It's just a matter of being consistent enough to run that offense. Panalo na kayo? Tapos na?
Alaska just missed a shot with like 20 seconds left, got the offensive rebound, and Star wasn't able
Tapos na, okay na.
rebound. Di ba ba? Relax lang! Purefoods yan!
Tapos na, okay na. Tapos na. Panalo na Alaska.
Relax.
Panalo na Alaska.
Purefoods yan, pare.
I will reverse jinx both sides. Para hindi nyo talaga alam ko ano na.
Alaska is deathly afraid of Purefoods.
Oh, that's our next
I think
question.
so.
That's our next
That's
question.
our question for, as we switch to the Alaska Aces naman. Are they scared of Purefoods again? Ang cute ni Calvin, no? How can you be annoyed? If you're Frankie Lim, how can you push that innocent-looking face? Are you going to hurt me?
First you call it the Bronze Throne, then you say Calvin's cute?
Bakit him?
Sige, sa'yo na.
Let's touch on that very quickly. 50,000 peso fine for Coach Frankie Lim?
I tweeted this. I'll be quick about this.
We need to get some Ginebra.
Yeah. Meron
Just for
ng,
the cheap up.
meron ng precedent yung mga fines ng coach-to-player incidences eh. Nung siniko ni Coach Yeng si Dondon, he only got 30,000 for it. When he extended his forearm on Richard Howell, he only got 30,000 for it. I don't understand why Coach Frankie got 50,000 for his apparent kick on Calvin. So that's one. Secondly, Rain or Shine fans, this isn't a Coach Yeng versus Coach Frankie. This is purely for me consistency of the ano. Tapos na? Tapos na? Pwede na tumawag si Carlo?
Yeah, pwede na.
Sige, okay. Okay.
Oba.
Carlo, tawag ka na!
Carlo! I'm
Carlo!
waiting! Carlo!
Okay, game.
Waiting.
Game. Is Alaska afraid of Purefoods?
I guess not.
Apparently not. Your question's invalid.
No, but before, if you just look at it completely based on the first quarter, they are deathly afraid of Purefoods to start the games. It's like they have no idea how Purefoods is going to hit them. Parang kumaga, kung boxing match to, it's always, Purefoods always gets a first round knockout. And pag ganun, parang meron ka ng psychological advantage versus your opponent eh.
Okay, I'll be honest I think Purefoods isn't afraid of Alaska anymore. I think
The question is if Alaska.
I'm sorry. I think Alaska isn't afraid of Purefoods anymore. Number one, they know that Purefoods isn't the Grand Slam champion Purefoods of last year.
Okay.
I keep on going back to them being inconsistent. They know that. Number two, Alaska's one of the most
Never say that.
adaptable teams in the league. So, tipong even if they go down large in the first half, in the second half they have adjustments which they showed in game 1 enough to counter whatever Purefoods has.
So you don't think that they're scared of?
I don't think so.
Okay. So the question now is, I guess if you're Alaska, the question now
Carlos
is...
up, ah.
Carlos, yeah.
Yeah.
We're just waiting on Carlo Pamintuan.
No, I think he called it right.
Carlo, let's try to get Carlo here.
Hi.
Carlo, you're a bigger man than I. Kung ako sa position mo, nalubat na yung telepono ko, hindi na ako tumawag.
I know, Chuck. I know that. Alam ko yun.
Bro,
Thanks for saying it. I appreciate it.
Yeah,
Anyari.
thoughts on the game? Okay, I was watching the game through pre-prod and during the taping. It's the third quarter where things change for Purefoods.
Eh, sabi mo eh. Hindi, tama ka.
No,
Ano
but
gusto mo sabihin ko? Hindi, seryoso. Ano gusto mo sabihin ko? Tama ka.
bakit ganun? Panalo na nga kami pero talo pa rin ako. Hindi ko talaga
Panalo,
maintindihan.
Alaska, talo ka.
Okay lang yan. Basta manalo yung Alaska.
Question lang.
Yes, sir.
Bawal ba hawakan si Romeo Travis?
Bawal, bro. Bawal.
Parang bawal eh.
Alam mo, ano lang yan eh.
Parang si Lebron, bro. Bawal hawakan ng si Lebron eh.
Nahipan daw ni Yusef Taha eh. So,
Bro.
tinawagan ng foul.
Bro, it runs with the family. That's what the LeBron James effect, pare. Akala mo sa Cleveland lang. Akala mo kay Della Vedova lang. Abot hanggang Pinas kay Romeo Travis yan, bro.
This game siguro, di na pwedeng mag-complain yung Alaska fans sa free throw disparity, no? Okay lang, no?
Actually, if you look at the stats, nasa taas palagi ang Alaska sa free throw attempts made. So, 3 free throws made.
So okay lang. Tama yung referees pag
Tama, bro. Hey. Final score, bro. 97-91, di ba?
Nagtatanong lang naman.
Kung ginusto naman ng Purefoods na umabol, di sana ginawan nila ng paraan, bro.
Hindi, pagod pa. Kasi alam mo yung, di ba, napilitan sila maging twice to win against Global Port kasi pinahinga nung isang team yung import nila nung
Oo nga eh.
nung elimination. Sa mga ganon.
Hey,
Hindi nire-respeto yung basketball.
It was, I don't even care. It was totally worth it. We got 97-91, best player of the game, Romeo Travis. I don't even care. So, kumusta ka?
Tatlo na ba? Naka 3 wins na ba kayo?
Hindi pa. In-enjoy ko lang tong game na to, pare. Alam ko naman.
Oo, sige. Oo, konti lang yan. Okay
Pare,
na.
SMC team kayo, I'm sure ano yan eh. It's gonna be a very, very long series.
I'm sure. Tapusin in 4.
Oy! Question, sir. Last game na ba ni
what's up?
Daniel Defonso to? Yung last week?
Parang di pa siya sure.
Gut feel mo?
Kasi may nababalitaan akong gusto nilang joint retirement ni Danny Siegel.
Ooh. So do you think?
Baka hindi pa.
So you think Siegel's gonna be playing one more season? So you think parang?
Yeah, posible. I think it's possible.
Last season.
Who knows? They might end up in the same team.
Wow. Wait, di ba? So free agent, pero si Meralco still has the rights of Danny Ay, di ba? And
yes, but they can just waive it
But everything that
and have
I've
him
heard
sign with
is,
another MVP team.
bagay, everything sa bagay, parang he's been dropping hints nga na pwede rin siya sa ibang MVP teams, no?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, Danny Ay and Danny Siegel in one team, fortifying the bench
Yeah,
of
why not?
Tokentex next conference.
Why not? Of NLEX.
With Moala Tautuha starting,
Samahan mo ng Asitaw Lava. Why not?
the gang's all back, bro.
Hindi mo na si Eric.
Tapos gagawin nila ulit yung dating commercial na mismo.
Pero re-enact natin. Paul, a question for Carlo while we have him.
Carlo, ano yung adjustments ng Alaska sa third quarter that really...
Okay naman. Kumusta yung Nebra?
Wow! Bro, wala akong kinalaman dito.
Nagtanong ka eh.
Hindi, kasi natanong ko lang kasi.
O sige, balikan natin yung first half.
Yun lang naman.
Guys.
Hindi ko naman minamasama.
Guys, ito
Nagtatanong
yung
lang.
totoong Carlo Pamintuan, yung hindi nyo nakikita sa PFL tsaka sa PBA Radio. This is the real Carlo P. It's me, the real Carlo P. Verified. Ito talaga siya.
Hindi nasagot mo yung sarili mong tanong, di ba?
Siyang takot na ako magtanong, pare. Ayoko na.
Taray yun.
Taray.
Kung ano na lang, mag-interview ka na lang kaya ng mga players, tapos kwentuhan mo na lang sa amin next week.
Sige. Teka lang, pasukin ko sa shower sandali, ha?
Sige. But let's try to get one straight answer from Carlo.
Sige.
Go ahead.
Game. Sige.
Go ahead, you ask.
Chong, tinarayan niya ako. Yung
Sige.
tanong.
Sino matapang?
We should ask si Kay or si Miguel to ask the question.
Ikaw na magtanong.
Has this game changed your opinion of the series?
No, not really. I think Coach Alex did a very good job in dictating the substitution patterns in this game. Nagulat si Coach Tim na biglang sanitos yung pinanimula sa fourth quarter. So biglang panic adjustment. Napalaro pa nga si Yusuf Taha, di ba? I think more than anything, yung mga 3-game series, mahirap siyang i-coach pero sa mga 5-7 games, sumalabas yung brilliance ng both coaches. So I think Coach Tim will adjust accordingly.
Cool. Okay. And if you're Alaska, okay, this is going to be me being completely impartial, but I felt like even on my mobile phone, there were a lot of questionable calls that went against our. Oh, aminin ko na. I'll admit it here in this podcast. I was looking at there were some goaltending na hindi tinawag. There were some tiki-tak fouls that were called. But have you seen this Purefoods? Do you think? Kasi the question we had is, do they have enough offense to match Alaska?
Yeah.
Do you think that's still going to be come into play in the second game? Do you think they still have enough firepower to stand against Alaska?
I think so. Pero hindi kaya ni PJ Simon lang mag-isa from the bench. It was really PJ Simon heavy yung bench scoring ng Star this game. Para sa akin, it's enough eh. Ano pa bang maihingi mo? Di nila ginamit si Allen Maliksi who can score. I think he was just a bit outcoached this game. Si Coach Tim.
Yeah. And maybe not enough Joe Devance nung second half.
I don't think so. Joe didn't particularly play a good game, especially late in the fourth quarter. And that layup miss was weird. That turnover against Calvin Abuewa was weird. So,
sabihin nyo na lang, ganito na lang pare, sabihin nyo sa Purefoods, huwag nilang tambakan yung Alaska sa first quarter. Diba?
Ha?
Yung mga ano lang,
palamangin ng 20.
Or tambakan nyo na ng 50 para talagang wala na pag-asa. Yung tatawan na lang kaming lahat mga Alaska fans.
Pwede.
Diba?
Try ko na lang kausapin yung team governor din ng Alaska kung pwedeng gawin yun.
Pwede, try mo.
Carlos, speaking from experience, dapat ata 50 yung lamang ng Purefoods para lang
para sure.
Kasi yung mga 16 points, hinahabol pa.
Yun na nga nagiging desperate eh. Pero pag tinambakan mo na ng 50, uwi na tayo, di ba? Game 3 na.
Dapat nga siyam lang eh.
Siyam lang, bakit?
Dapat dun lang, 7-8 points.
Oh, exactly. Yung para nakawalang...
Dun mo lang stay.
Yung nakawalang gana habulin, yung mga ganun.
Huwag yung 20, parang nagigising.
Okay. Anything? Carlo, last parting shots. I know you have, baka may isang inipon dyan.
Kulang pa ba yung shots ko? More pa?
I think okay na, pero baka meron ka pang inipon na bala. Labas mo na ngayon.
Sa Twitter na lang.
Twitter na lang, no? Ang dami na nag-tweet sa akin ng mga, sir, anong tingin niyo sa mga non-call sa goaltending? Sagot ko lang dyan, hindi po ako referee. That's all I got.
Hindi. Yun, nakita ko yung isa harapan. Goaltending dapat yung kay dapat counted yung layup ni Calvin Abueva.
Gano'n na lang.
Minado naman eh. Minado naman ako dun eh. Sa dami ba naman ng free throw ni Romeo Travis, dapat bumawi na ako.
And that was Carlo Pamintuan. Carlo, we will see you next week, my friend.
Bye.
See you, bro. Do your thing for PBA Fantasy League and for PBA Radio. Hopefully, we'll have Carlo next week.
Hopefully, pag nakayanan ng budget.
Pag ano tayo, si Gunter.
Kasi pag kumakain kami ni Chuck ng above Master Shomai levels, hindi namin na-afford si Carlo eh. Kailangan namin magtipid-tipid to Master Shomai, mga potdog levels, mga ganun na.
Okay. Hey, that's gonna do it for... Okay, last pala, predictions natin pare.
Purefoods in 5.
Wow.
I spit in your face.
Purefoods in 5.
Purefoods in 5. I still think they have it all. It's just a matter of finding the consistency. And the thing there is, as good as Alex Compton is as an in-game...
Alex Compton?
Alex Compton.
Bala ko, Alex.
Is as an in-game adjustment coach. I feel that Tim Cohn is a better series adjustment coach.
Cool. Okay, cool story, bro. Cool story, Pablo. Alaska and 4.
Wow!
Ayaw ni Carlo mag-reverse jinx eh. I wish you were here to talk to him face-to-face, but I was here, so I'm gonna say it. Alaska and 4. I'll give Purefoods 1 game, then we're gonna run all over them. Hey, let's get
I like the non-reverse jinx battle.
Actually, I kind of miss it.
No, I don't.
miss
It makes it confusing, and then we get a lot of hate tweets. So Speaking of hate tweets, sorry, I just have to shout out this guy, PBA LOL.
Oh!
In the heat of your reverse jinx battle, sumingit ako. Tapos sabi niya, nag-tweet siya sa akin, bro, parang matagal ka ng OP sa kanilang dalawa.
Oo nga eh.
Sakit nun, bro. Cut me deep.
Nebra, no? No pick at that say
cut me
harsh,
deep.
man.
Harsh.
Medyo harsh.
At PBA LOL, that hurt.
Keep it coming. Yeah. Because we live on that criticism. That's gonna do it for this episode of From the Stands. Any last things? We're looking forward to a very, very exciting two semifinals matchups.
Yeah.
By the time you're listening to this, malamang nag-start na yung San Miguel Beer versus Rain or Shine Last of Painters. Polo, you wanna hit them with the links?
Guys, please, subscribe to our new YouTube channel. We'll be posting the links on our Twitter account, so just check out the links there. Pero, that's where we'll be uploading all of our videos and a lot of the content that we have planned for you throughout this season.
Please subscribe. We are close to half of our target of 500 subscribers. And when we do, we should do something for them. Hindi pong live stream lang tayo 24 hours.
Pag naka-hit kami ng 500 subscribers, mamimigay ako ng slam.
Yun! Sa kanilang lahat?
Hindi. Sa One Chosen.
The One Chosen.
The One Chosen.
The One.
The
Okay.
One.
Cool. So we have to resort to bribing them again to get them to do what we want.
But that's how we get things done here.
And download the latest issue of Slam Philippines.
You can download the latest issue.
Purchase the latest issue of Slam Philippines, available in your friendly neighborhood
bookstore.
It should be fully booked. National.
Yeah.
Titan, of course. Thank you also to our friends from Slam Philippines for hanging out with us here and hopefully incompletely judging us based on this this episode. Okay, that's gonna do it. On behalf of Carlo Pamintuan,
Who are green?
on behalf of Carlo Pamintuan, on behalf of Paulo Bustamante, my name is Chuck Araneta, and we will see you next week for another episode of From the Stands. Peace!
The views and opinions expressed on any program are those of the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the New Media Factory. Some programs on this network might include strong images and language and may not be suitable for all audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.